Hyper-realistic fight scenes, super realistic female forwardness, and physically accurate leg muscle capabilities. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the god of high school, where everyone has a constantly stuffy nose. I don't understand the reason for adding this to the art style, but maybe you guys do. Let me know down below. Shikari here, and I'm exhausted. You know you're getting old when you go partying over the weekend and you're still feeling the effects several days later. But due to my exhaustion, I was able to watch The God of High School. Now let's talk about what's really going on in episode 1 of the show. God of High School looks like it's going to be crazy epic as the series progresses. I get the idea that godly fights will be taking place. Call it a hunch, call it the name of the show, or maybe call it the fact that it starts off in a tournament. Now, I love tournaments. Alright, the tournament arcs of any show is usually my favorite because it's just fight, superpowers. So if this is just going to be one big tournament show, I'm game. But according to the summary, there's a secret about this tournament we have yet to see. So buckle up. The series opens with a rich man bullying another rich man. Before one rich man tries to trick you to think there's an alien invasion going on. But it didn't happen in the US of A, so I'm not fooled. The rich man that tried to trick you, now he thinks he's sly. Alright, he's got a tattoo in the worst spot I can ever think of. And then he stares at a mule, amusing himself. Wild guess here, I think he's the bad guy. How do I know this? He's wearing black. You know who also wears black? That's right, Voldemort. You know who also has worn black? Jeffrey Epstein. Enough said. But before that, this imprint in the shape of a handprint is pressed into the island of the other rich guy, showing something big has arrived. Meet Mori Jin, RMC, with some kind of weird new astigmatism. He's got grandpa issues, a new take on the norm of mommy-daddy issues. And I'm really interested to see how this impacts his character. Will he develop a granny fetish, or will he be stripping for grandpas? Only time will tell. Mori is a childish and free-spirited folk, but ultimately he's a good guy. He wakes up late on a day he shouldn't and takes off on his bike. But because it's impossible to be late to your own anime, he's got time to save a granny who just got robbed. It looks like we found the beginning of the granny subplot, which is what we're really here for. Am I right, guys? Knowing Mori never skips leg day, he's in hot pursuit. Not sure if this is due to just being in an anime, so screw logic, or if this is showcase of his skills in the anime. You tell me. I'm really asking. I couldn't really tell. Carrying on, not attracted to young women, Mori tries to run one over and breaks her glasses like a savage. But she's stronger than she looks and takes him out. Mira is her name. Having her own fetish, she decides to help Mori fulfill his granny dreams. Mira is strong, good-hearted, but a little standoffish when questioned about herself. So she's probably hiding something. I think it's racism. What do you think? Now, according to bike physics, we know adding more weight to a non-motorized bike increases its speed. Let's just get that out of the way, which is why our two heroes are once again able to catch up to a thief on a motorcycle. During this time, they pass this guy. Also, they use a wooden sword to carve into the earth and steer around corners with ease. In fact, they even do it better than the guy on the motorcycle they're chasing. But this happens, and once again, this poor girl takes it in the face. Luckily, this guy who was walking in the other direction can teleport as far as I'm concerned and punches the rider into a truck, stopping the thief, getting the money back, and saving the day. With their newest teammate Han, a good guy, strong and pretty, they get another speed boost and make it to the arena on time for the battle royale about to take place. Was Mori ever even late to begin with? That's what I really want to know. The Battle Royale will determine who will get to move on to the next stage of the tournament for a chance to win the whole thing and have their wish granted by the administrators of the floor. I mean tournament. Wrong Korean webcomic turned into an anime show with the word God in it. My bad. Quickly, everyone begins beating the crap out of each other. Oh yeah, our heroes kick a lot of butt because of course they do. All this before No Arms is brought into the game. He takes Mira's sword from her. Rude. And Mori takes his pants from him, revealing to us he's into grannies and men. What a twist. Was not expecting that. Their fight begins, but the episode ends there. All jokes aside, this show seems very interesting. A lot of mystery surrounds our main characters. currently. And of course they do. It just started, people. How am I supposed to know everything? I'm not. I anticipate some crazy fight scenes, and Mori seems a bit abnormal. Now, again, of course he is. He's the main character. He's got to be abnormal. Otherwise, it's going to be boring. Not necessarily. Pretty good idea about who and what he might be or become, but I'll wait to see. Let me know what your thoughts on the show currently is. If you haven't read the webcomic, and if you have read it, are we in for some crazy shit? Is this going to be crazy? I'm talking like Tower of God crazy, because I've been reading that and that shit gets crazy. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. During my trip on the weekend, I'm going to drop some knowledge for you. Some knowledge. I did learn something. There are different degrees of bug spray. Nobody told me that. Okay, and the one we had was not the right bug spray. Learn from my mistake. You need Deep Woods bug spray. Deep Woods. Deep Woods. Comment Deep Woods.